Hello and welcome back to rollxplay, where we roll dice and play games. Yes, you are here again, once again. I guess you're back. You might not be. This may be your first time. Very strange to start here at episode 26 of our second chapter. Very confusing. But we are here live now. If you're watching the VOD, we are streaming this live. So if you want to join us next time, we are streaming every Sunday live, so you can catch us then. But we are here now with two players currently. Frey will be joining us a little bit later on, since we did start a little early, because this session is going to be a little bit shorter as well. So just as a heads up. But to give us a recap of last session, Robbie, if you could please.
Yes, of course. We started off last session with the aftermath of what happened in the city. So everyone was mostly walking back home after the fight and after the casino shenanigans, where Ven did encounter Kilvin, who was watching somebody. A person whose After Effects we have seen before, but their name was Smiles. And they seem to have been the one chasing down all of the crime syndicate members and killing them. Killing the monster whose name I forgot that Faceless brought with them.
Blood Snatch.
Blood Snatch, thank you. But seem to have been, as Ven read their thoughts, have a melody that sounded very similar to one Ven heard from Kamara. Ven had a conversation with him while helping him find the Faceless. Meanwhile, Mobius was helping the Faceless with their wounds, not exactly knowing who it was or what they were doing. But presumably, Smiles did end up catching them. As in the morning, we did see that I believe whatever left was basically a black blotch was on a statue. Long before cleaned up before the civilians could see it, but the guards were made aware. Afterwards, Ven had gone to see if he could find Deplore that he could talk to, but couldn't find him immediately. So he went to the lower city, where he found out that there is a even lower city somewhere deep underground, where there were not many people, but they seem to have some purple blotches on their skin that seem to move or have some sentience or something. We don't really know what that is, but down there they also found out that everyone was scared of them, as there was a painting, a mural on the wall of their eyes looking very, very vengeful and very angry. Afterwards, Deplore had found them there, escorted them out, and Mobius, Sienna, and Ven and Deplore went out for drinks, where Deplore told us his very, very freaking depressing and sad, past. He lost his wife, his kid, his house. Pretty much everything.
The house more than anything else.
Yeah, the house was goners. But seem to be on fully friendly terms now with the party. Not too close, but we're buddies. We're buddies. After which it was Mobius started seeing shadow people in the corner of their eye. We're not really sure why they're calling out to them, or who they are, or what they are, but Mobius is the only one that seems to be able to see them for now. But luckily, we know that in the next morning, we have cherry-picked heroes coming to visit us. Also, we're gonna just skip over the prank part, because
No, you got a sending stone out of it.
yeah, we did get a sending stone out of bullying a teenager, but he deserved it because he called Ben MILF.
I feel like that's expressed wrong. You got a sending stone out of being bullied by a teenager.
It was mutual bullying, it's fine.
Okay.
Fuck Doug. No, I'm kidding.
Okay, and that's pretty much where we last left off. So, in these last couple of days after the battle at the casino has kind of simmered now, and the presence of the fire giants are still omnipresent, they're everywhere, it seems, at this point in the day. We're going to have a look at what Sienna got up to during these last couple of days as well. So, Leonie, do you have like a sort of general theme of what Sienna was getting up to in those 2 days that have passed since you weren't here last session?
Well, as stated in the last session, Sienna would have been helping along with Mobius, just with the reconstruction efforts, with clearing the streets again, making it safe for the people that live there. And she would have also been keeping an eye out for, since we saw the Emperors, have there been any other of the royal family members sighted? As Sienna has previously made contact with one of the princes. Has she seen that go around?
At the moment, it's mainly just been the Empress on that one occasion, and then the rest have just been fire giants walking about. Now, although they don't look the same or have the same sort of accoutrement, it could be that one of the princes are a guard, but without asking directly or trying to understand who's left within this lineage, you're pretty much just left with, you've only seen Winona.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, and then she would have just been watching, observing how they are going about interactions with civilians, if the change in power is being, how the common folk are reacting to the change in power, and trying to tell how the city is reacting to what happened.
Okay. Can you roll just a general charisma check as you are going about the city and helping out where you can? Your physical feats are pretty much without question. Why the hell has this moved again? Fuck. It was fine before. I adjusted it. God damn it. Now that just kind of a yellow bar there the entire time. Great. Anyway, your physical feats are already something to be commended. You don't need to be rolling for athletics check to see how well you are able to move rubble. You don't need to roll a constitution check to see how well you do with keeping up with your stamina. These are things that come naturally to you because of just who you are, your bulk, your build, and everything else. But that sort of presence that you have, the sort of intertwined into people and the aspects that are them, you have to like force a little bit more to try and give that off, that sort of spiritual energy that radiates from you, that Asamar side, to bring a sort of relaxing calmness to everyone. You do a good job, and you can get a sense that people are feeling a bit more secure and safe now, but there's still a sort of hesitance because the general rule of what's been happening, the state of affairs for the last 100 years or so, is that the houses were the ones ruling everything. And now the Empress seemingly has put herself back onto the sort of game board. Now, whether that has any sort of movement to what's going on politically or anything, no one really knows, but at least it brings that uncertainty of who's actually going to be in charge from this point onwards. There's not been a declaration, there's not been anything public. You are in the know somewhat, as you've heard that she's going to be stepping in somehow, and you know that the houses are culpable of many problems here, but the people don't really know too much. Now, with the sort of investigations that you did in the last chapter with the Dream Factory down below, House Rolandia being a part of it, and Thodane and Thorn kind of pushing that agenda to start hitting at the houses, that has slowly been building up in the background, and you can see that there is now more, people are starting to wake up that things aren't quite right and things need to change. Now, whether this is the change they want is still uncertain. So you're kind of getting all of that from all of the people. It's very sort of teetering on the edge of being positive, but people are still worried about what's to come. But that's how you kind of like go about people. You reassure them with some things.
Yeah.
Is there anything you want to add to that as you are sort of going up to these people, as now knowing this sort of mindset that they're in?
I'd just be reassuring people that no matter who's like at the very top, like they're still going to be safe, they're still going to be protected. The protectors of the city aren't going to let whoever's in charge just run over them. They're going to still be there for them, etc., etc.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you're pushing towards the narrative that the guards and those employed by the fire giants are going to be the saviors here?
Partially, yes, but also hinting at like the people that have been stepping in. Like we've been seen stepping in and helping. Korthek has been seen stepping in and helping. So I'm also kind of hinting towards like there is people working, not just the officials, but there's people with a best interest for the city at heart, and sort of arguing like that.
Like you're not alone as well. There are.
Yeah.
If
I'm just
this
trying to get
fails,
them
it's more.
a feeling of they have a stable foundation that they can rely on, even if what happens above them changes. Like, the ground is steady or whatever.
Sure. Yeah, you pass on that sentiment to all of them, all of the ones that you come across, and it's quite a few that you end up helping out. I imagine as well at some point you're sort of alongside Rudy as well, the sort of like small guard group that you were stationed with a few months back now, going in between and helping out and getting a bit more information from them directly as well. And having them present when you're saying these things also adds much more to the sort of levity that you're trying to get across to them. So you do a good job in getting all of this information across. And yeah, but you're still noticing those elements as you go underground, this sort of mother that you've been seeing everywhere. It's not massively evident. It's not like a massive mural placed anywhere in particular, but you're just seeing along graffiti that's written down or in the broken rubble of a house broken apart, elements of a halo, a wing, a radiant light, things that are very intertwined with celestials, angels, and basically someone coming to help. So you're seeing a lot of that at the moment, especially throughout the bottom layer. On the top layer, where everything is pretty much mundane, you don't see anything.
Okay.
All right.
Cool. So cool. So normal.
Mm-hmm. Is there anything else you'd want to do during those 2 days as well, outside of helping?
I mean, since I'm already down there and already noticing those signs, I might as well see if I ever spot anyone actually making them, and if so, I'd like to talk to them.
Okay.
Just normally, not trying to be threatening at all, just trying to be, hello, hi, can I talk to you for a sec?
Can you roll a survival, perception, or investigation? Either one of the three. So all of them have a hand in hand to this.
Perception. Not great at either of those. 9.
Okay. In your many sort of patrols, we'll say, down in the lower sector, seeing if anyone needs help, I imagine you would come across at least a fresher sort of painting, and it does seem quite fresh, but you don't know who did it, you don't know when it happened, but it would have been in the last few hours at least. But you still feel the paint is wet, and yeah, you just don't quite see who may have done it. But it's a smaller rendition, a very quick fire drawing of just a silhouetted angel.
If I ever spot one that is like in a more populated area, as in like a marketplace or something similar where lots of people would be crossing, I just sort of pretend that I'm standing there and staring at it, and like, you know how you stand in a store and don't want to seem like you want to ask a question, but you want to ask a question. Yeah, just standing in front of it and being like, oh, I wonder what that is. If only someone could explain to me what that is.
Can you roll a performance check, please?
Oh, God.
Fucking that one.
That's that one.
Okay, you stand there. I wonder if someone's going to help. Everyone's just walking past, just paying you no mind whatsoever.
What might that be? If only someone could tell me what that is. What the fuck is that?
As you're standing there in this middle of this thoroughfare, one individual walks up. Excuse me, miss.
Oh, sorry. Am I in the way? Sorry.
Yeah.
Very sorry.
And he just moves past you. You shouldn't be in the middle of the road.
Yeah, no, you're so right. Sorry. Apologies.
And he looks up towards the mural that you're looking at. He just keeps walking.
Okay. Right.
But no one approaches.
Yeah. Yeah, she's just gonna give up. She's just like, okay.
All right. Then, as these couple of days pass, we reach the sort of current timeline. It is the third day in this sort of overarching plot where you've ended the casino and now you're kind of currently up to speed. 3 days since the casino incident, things are looking quite positive in the city. The fire giants, as well as all of the exoskeleton suited and booted guards that are here in the city present, all patrolling, moving around, standing in between the sort of thoroughfares, the marketplaces, all of this, the places of importance as well, showing a presence here of safety and protection. Any evildoer would probably fear and stand out like a sore thumb here, because there are so many eyes and ears of the guards currently that any suspicious activity would be caught in an instant, which leaves a good safety for everyone and a peace of mind. Not for the evildoers, but for everyone else, it's pretty good. But it's day 3. What would you guys like to do next? You've got a day amongst yourselves. The cherry-picked heroes are arriving today. Is there anything you want to do before their arrival?
I mean, I wanted to talk to Fennel, but we can do that later. Just write out some of the ideas Ven had before for the cherry-picked heroes, like to pitch them ideas, but...
Do you pitch these to anyone else whilst you're writing them down?
If anyone's around. I don't know if anyone's in the house at the moment.
Sienna would be. Probably out in the garden, making sure nothing died while we were gone. Are the plants okay?
Yeah, the plants are great.
Nice.
I don't think Gil is that pet. It's like, fuck your magnolias, bitch.
You think? You think he won't?
Just pisses on them.
Disintegrating piss. Talk about pesticides. Jesus Christ. Anyways. I mean, if Sienna at some point walks back in, Ven will kind of motion her over.
Yeah.
I know we're not super close with any of these people, but they seem to have more say in what happens in the city. And I had some ideas, but would like to run them by you, I guess.
Okay.
When before I met you guys, approaching guards and even the guild probably seemed intimidating, or I didn't feel like I was listened to most of the time when I did approach. So, in case there's other people like me out there and that don't happen to have godlike powers at some point, perhaps building some sort of safe havens, like a safe house people can go to. Like, even going to our detective agency probably seems intimidating to some.
Probably.
How can we ask them to trust guards or officials when they already let all of this happen yesterday? Sure, they're helping now, but it shouldn't have happened in the first place, don't you think?
Yeah.
Oh, that was one idea. The other is about what I found yesterday. The underground. I don't know, it's just... the idea that they somehow just got left behind because everybody wanted to go on to the top doesn't sit right with me. Why did nobody check on them? I know they don't like me, but I don't want to just leave them there. Especially with the purple things on their bodies. This probably seems like a concern.
Yeah.
The people in the slums already have it bad enough.
I know you said to Mobius that you don't think you could help, but you don't have to go in this form. You could always change your appearance and join us down there as someone else. You could
Yeah,
still do some good, personally.
I suppose so.
But yes, I agree. These people that have all this power and influence, they should be helping. And they should honestly not even have to be prompted by us, but... Yeah.
I don't know much about the houses other than what we found out for our own investigations. But if they let, 100 devils or so into the city without there being any alarms raised, I feel like, I don't know, investigate that? Probably best.
Yeah. And all those fire genasi as well. They were clearly hostile to almost everybody they met.
I
And
mean,
still, they were just allowed to run around unchecked.
and even Frederick held a high position in the city. God knows who else.
Yeah. But are we sure that the guild is the correct people to talk to about this? Shouldn't we try and go higher? I don't believe in proposing this, but should we try to get an audience with the Empress now that she's back?
Well, we could get to her through the cherry-picked heroes.
Maybe.
I doubt she'll just talk to us.
I mean, we've saved the city twice now. Kind of.
Kind of, yeah.
We helped. The second time, we helped.
Well, we did warn everyone, so...
Yeah.
Well, that's ideas I had. I mean, along with some reconstructions of the slums, but we've already been working on that, so... More just like letting them know rather than asking for their help. I mean, we can. That Kulu person already donated once during the concerts.
Oh.
Like a lot of money.
That's great. I didn't see a whole lot of him yesterday, but I think he's related to Lily somehow. She called him her dad.
What?
Oh, she said, my father's still in there or something along those lines. And then she disappeared. During when everything went to shit.
Okay. Okay. Sure. We could also ask Kulu about the whole Mobius seeing shadow situation.
Yeah. Oh, and we can also ask the guild if they have anyone that has had contact with Kamara. They have a few religious people in their ranks, surely, some paladins, some clerics. Maybe they know someone. I have some questions regarding my father. Weird to say that.
Same, weirdly enough. But yeah, could be good to ask.
Okay.
You all good?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And you're not just saying that because...
Now, I mean, it's odd walking through a city with paintings that depict you as some sort of goddess. But no one seems to recognize me when I'm just walking around as myself, so that's very good. And we did just save the city again, so that's going to be a more robust for the next few weeks. Yeah.
Is that something you're uncomfortable with, or...?
It's more that I worry that it might change me in some way. The man that Caspian brought us to, he said that I was becoming deified, as if it was somehow changing an aspect of myself. I don't want that. I don't want it to change me.
Well, in this world, it's said that if enough people believe in something, they could essentially become a god / goddess. How controlled that is by you or others, I don't know. What if we all just randomly decided to believe in a worm? Would it ascend to godhood?
Do we want to try that?
Probably best not to leave godhood up to a worm.
Yeah.
But you do a lot of good, Sienna. And
Thanks.
from what I've seen, you use your powers very responsibly.
Yeah, we did fairly well these last few times.
Yeah. And if somehow getting more powers helps you help more people, maybe it's not that much of a bad thing. But it starts becoming like really culty, we can like address it and be like, hey, bring it down to like by a 20%, guys. Bring it down. Just
Yes, that sounds like an excellent plan. Let's do that.
yeah, we don't want anyone to idolize you for something that maybe you're not, or spread rumors.
I tried to find out what they're saying about me beside the paintings, but I couldn't find anyone that seemed to be responsible for them. But I'll go back down into the city in the next few days. Maybe I can spot someone.
Yeah, maybe. Can be on the lookout. Maybe I go to the nearest paint shop or something, ask who frequents there.
Oh, that's such a smart idea.
Thank you.
Hey.
But it's something to do.
Yeah.
Do you think it's just one person painting them?
They are fairly frequent, right, Rex?
Who's that?
Are they too frequent to be done by the same person, or are they so spaced out that it could just be one person?
Could be one person, it could be several. The art styles are quite similar between them, so perhaps it's one person that's teaching several, because there is a sort of the same motifs that are passed over, most of them at least. There's some artistic inspiration that's like here and there that's different, but for the most part it's the wings silhouetted around a figure in the center, and there's like this gold and orange hair with a halo. That's sort of the best representation that you've seen. Apart from that, they're variations of.
Yeah. Well, the paintings could be done by just one person, but I saved some people during the skirmish while in my glowy winged form, and they all reached out to me and called me mother. So even if it's just one person doing the painting, there's clearly multiple people doing the praying.
I don't know what is worse, being called that or being called a MILF.
Who called you a MILF?
Don't ask.
Okay.
Just, there's a reason why we have the sending orb now.
Oh. Okay. Okay, sure. You said I'm not to ask. I am not going to ask.
Anyway, I was thinking of maybe prepping a meal for our guests.
Do we know how many are coming?
Honestly, I don't know. I don't remember when we fucking invited them to our house, but I guess they're coming,
No,
so...
we sort of told... Well, I told Lee that he was welcome anytime, so...
Well, all the more reasons to go get some groceries, unless we already have some, but...
I doubt Samara freshed up our fridge, but we can check.
Yeah. I think both of them have been too embarrassed to come close to the house again.
As they should.
Yeah. I washed those sheets
On
twice
the
and I still
kitchen
don't feel
belt.
safe.
Do they not know we cook on that?
Anyways, do you want to go to the store?
Yeah, let's do that.
Okay.
All right.
Just grab her hand.
The two of you head out to the shops, getting some groceries for the day, and then you return back to prepare some food, at least what you need for an amount of guests that will appear. depending on how many you want to cook for, there is quite a big meal that needs to be made, but with a sort of pick up of fresh ingredients, you can make something fairly quickly that isn't too intense. What do you end up making? What do you end up picking together?
Probably just something that can be enjoyed by multiple people. So like there's a vegan option and then there's the omnivore option just in case.
It's like a
Sure.
bread plate.
Yeah,
Those
charcuterie
little
board,
Smorgasbord of
Yes,
things.
cheese.
Okay.
some dessert.
Okay. Do you plan all
Sort
of
of
this
a brunch
outside in the
vibe.
garden, or
Do we have like outside seating?
Not
I
for
don't think we do.
a lot of people. For like us, probably. Yeah, sure.
because indoors you won't have the space for everyone? I don't believe from the kitchen
We also
layout.
have a table again. We have a table for us.
Yeah,
So
not for
Yeah.
more.
for like
Um,
6 people max.
Well, you do have
that's
the
not-
sort of picnic area outside in the garden. It's
do.
not your garden, but to the sort of exterior of your plot of land, there is a sort of communal garden that's
Right,
used
the one
for-
up the hill. Yeah.
So you can use that because that is built out for at least picnics and lounging around in the sunshine. So if you want to do it there, that sounds probably the best place to do it.
Okay.
Mm.
All right. Is there anyone
as
that's not
they're
invited? Just so I know.
What the fuck? Yeah, you're not invited to the cool kids table.
What do you mean? Who's not
You see
invited? We're not
Harrison walk out of
uninviting
the
anyone.
water and just stand there.
Yeah,
We're
not
uninviting Harrison.
He goes back in the water and swims off.
Fuck's sake, we need to get that guy flat so we can leave him the fuck alone.
Also, wait, if we're on good terms with Gilda and aren't going to do anything about the water as played situation, does that mean that we don't need Harrison anymore?
I guess.
What do we do with
I don't
him?
think we
then?
needed him in
Do
the
we
first
give him to
place.
the authorities? Here, this man sold drugs. Arrest him.
I don't know. I think he'll get himself arrested.
Maybe. Anyway, yes,
Anyway,
we make a picnic.
yeah.
Okay. With the picnic prepared and ready, you have some of those members from the Pharaoh's Judgment, when you had slaughtered them, joining you as well for this picnic. They're all sat around. Again, half of them are probably going to be leaving on this day, so it's the last sort of goodbyes. Is there anything you wish to say to any of them before they head off? You know, I think 4 out of the 6 are leaving. Is it 4?
Yeah, should be.
Who's leaving? Who's staying?
Cosmo and Zach are staying.
Yeah.
I think
Okay,
that's
okay,
it.
okay.
Alison's leaving, Mara's leaving, Farahai is leaving, Magna is leaving, and Ribbon is leaving. So 5
Oh,
out
there
of
was
7. Yeah.
Well, just wish good luck to Mara with uncursing
Yeah.
herself.
Mhm.
If they ever want a rematch.
Pulls on a sword. Do you want a rematch?
But you know, if they ever need help, to not hesitate to reach out, or if they notice anything fucking weird related to us, give us a shout.
Okay. Yeah, they share some compliments back and forth, but we won't roleplay all of it out because there's a lot of characters.
I
but
don't.
yeah.
I don't. Were any of them religious? Were any of them like a paladin, a cleric?
No.
Anything at all? No. Okay. Then
None of them were religious in any way.
just wish them luck.
Okay.
They're gonna need it.
All right. At
Yeah,
this
come on.
point, go on.
Sandwich for the road.
We'll take
You know,
a
like how
sandwich.
moms pack you sandwiches and little.
Farahai will take the sandwich, but you see another hand, a smaller hand, pick it out and shove it inside their chest. As the kobold in disguise just takes it and packs it away. And he's just eating it as fast as they can.
Good for him.
At this point, you will hear the presence by your door downstairs, down below the hill. A couple of people standing there knocking on the door. You see Guildmaster Lee, as well as an individual called Harold. I think you've met last time as well. Both of them are just standing there, arms behind their back, just waiting for someone to answer the door.
Hop over to open the door.
Okay.
Hello.
Hello. Hi. We're here as per your request.
Yes, we are up over there. Made a little picnic, if you would indulge us.
Looks towards Harold.
Do either of them eat?
I think we'll enjoy the company, but we won't be eating. And they both acknowledge.
Will anyone else be joining us?
No, it is just the two of
from
us at the
guild?
moment. We don't plan for anyone else to arrive. We're all quite busy at the moment, so unfortunately you just have us.
Damn, we made all the food for nothing. Ben's gonna lead them up the hill where the picnic is.
They
and
follow
sit down.
behind. Guildmaster Lee will just put his hand out. I'm sorry, I don't actually eat. I would love to eat if I could, but I can't. It's just something I cannot do. But I'm sure the food is greatly appreciated by all. And you see the other person beside him just says, yes, and I'm undead, so I don't eat at all.
Okay. Do you drink?
Oh, yes, of course. I love a good wine.
All right, then I'll fetch some for the kitchen, and you guys head on up.
They both begin to head up, seeing the rest of the group here currently. Acknowledges and waves towards you, Sienna. So, as Guildmaster Lee looks around, I'm been asked by a good friend of mine to help out with the situation of one Mara, and they all look around and point towards the sort of construct that's there. Okay. I've heard there's a problem, sort of soul that's trapped within this doll. They all nod along. Okay. Well, I will need to bring you back to the Cherry-Picked Heroes Guild, if that's all right with you. Further studies and whatnot. But I'm assuming all of you are leaving. You see all of them acknowledge except for two who are staying behind. Right, well, that'd be fine. Great. Is there anything else to discuss?
Yes, actually. With the recent events, I don't know if the Cherry-Picked Heroes had filled you in?
Kulu and Bjorn have both informed us of what's been going on.
Well, I don't know how much say you have in here, but we've had some ideas, suggestions that we'd like to go over with you.
Right. Well, perhaps these talks should be in private. We never know who might be listening or watching from afar. Perhaps we go back into your home, and we can deal with your issue later. Just give us perhaps an hour, and we'll return to teleport you all back to the guild. And you see they all acknowledge, and he then leads the way to your house. Please.
Yeah.
And he just walks along.
Yeah,
Sienna, do you
follow
join?
along.
Yes, I do.
Okay. As the two of you follow behind Guildmaster Lee, you see Harold is also following behind. As soon as the doorway reaches, all three of you enter except for him, and he stands by the side.
Yes, you may come in.
Thank you. Thank you very much. And he walks in as well.
So it revokes after a while, or how does it work?
That's right, yes. So each new dawn, each new day, it's sort of a time thing.
Oh,
It's very
that must be
annoying.
horrible.
I'll be
Even
honest.
with the guild, where you're like constantly?
Every day. That's why I always have to have someone
my-
with me. Yes. It's very annoying.
Oh, yeah,
Oh,
it does sound like
Gosh.
But luckily enough, we have enough guards to go around every establishment that's there, and if not, I just knock and ask politely. So, both work.
But it's just buildings, it's not every door, right?
No, it's the building itself.
Okay.
What about public buildings? Libraries?
The same for those as well. Yeah, I know. Very frustrating. There was one time where I had to walk into a library to get some further information on a little issue we had a few weeks back. But no one was around. It was empty, abandoned, and I was pretty much just stood outside waiting for at least someone to walk past. And there was this old little lady that walked inside, and I said, could you please let me in? And she just ignored me. Then I threw a rock at her, and then
Oh.
she said, "What are you going to do? You're going to come after me? Get in here!" And I went in, so I was allowed in then. Very confusing how this all logistics work, but if it works, it works. Stops
Maybe
the
we should
vampires
get
from getting at you.
Maybe we should get a familiar of some kind that can hop in and then let you in.
That never tends to work too well.
Mm. Alright, well. It was a thought. Anyways.
Are you okay?
I didn't hit her hard. It was a small little rock.
Okay. Oh.
If anything, she looked like she was going to
Oh.
beat me up. I was able to calm
Did
her down
she?
afterwards. Oh, she did hit me, but no, it's nothing. That's not here or there. I got in. That's the main part. Now, if that was a blood-sucking vampire who was there to eat everyone, then you'd be sort of regretful. You'd be like, oh, I'm glad no one did let them in. The laws are there for a reason, and it works.
Awkward silence.
Okay.
Anyways.
Let us have this discussion then.
Yes. As you're aware, the crime has been sort of rampant in the city. Honestly, Lyron's is general. Kind of, considering Siftos existed the way it is.
You see, he lets out a big sigh.
But, smaller scale things for now. One of the things we had in mind was sometimes it's difficult to approach the guild, guards, any authorities, especially if you're like somebody from the slums. They get looked down on or looked at suspiciously all the time for no reason anyways. So I had the idea of maybe building a safe haven or a safe house of some kind, just for people can go to, know they're safe, someone can hear them out.
Based here in
That-
Lyron's.
Well, for starters, but would be good to have more of them.
Well, this is a venture we started out many years ago for the Cherry-Picked Heroes. That's when it first really came around. We started off with nothing, built out a small hub, and eventually became its own little city. But eventually you'll find out that it's hard to be the protectors of the world and running a city altogether. You have to prioritize one or the other.
I'm not thinking of a city. It's more discreet. You don't want to be the center of attention when you're running away from bad people or bad situations. If anything, it would be more secret, I guess. Not secret, but not a city.
Who would run it? How would
Well,
you feed the people that are there? There would need to be some sort of way to keep it going and functioning. The people who will be there will need wants and have requests. They can't just stay there without anything around them. That is why a city works. But a city needs infrastructure. It needs connections. It can't just be isolated. You either are isolated or you aren't. It's very tricky to have a balance between the two, especially for somewhere that people want to go to.
well, there can be people in charge of these things. I'm not saying they're in the middle of nowhere. They can be on the outskirts or nestled in somewhere, a bit more obscured from the center of the city.
Well, the best place for this would be Lyron's. Because the main reason for it is, you look to somewhere like Calzeria and the entire land is divided up into sectors, into dominions, if you will, owned by the Void Empire, the Everett Dynasty, the Dawn Republic. They're all cutting out the ground and calling it theirs. You won't be able to establish anything there unless you had somewhat authority by the people lording over it. Here, at least you are with this advantage. It comes with its own cons as well, of having open landscape outside of these walls. Alexia is one city. There are other towns and settlements outside of it, but the land itself has no jurisdiction over who owns that. Only Empress Wynonna Shiva, and she has since rescinded her position, so the entire landscape is open territory for anyone who wishes to claim it theirs.
That was our second point, sort of. We're, and most of the people in the city, I think, are starting to not be too happy with the current people in charge of things. I mean, we all saw what happened a few nights ago. That should have never been allowed to happen in the first place. Sure, they've dealt with the aftermath pretty well, but there shouldn't have been an aftermath. There shouldn't have been devils and fire genasi assassins running around the city. So we were hoping if we could get an audience with the Empress. We saw one of your own talking to her.
It'll be very difficult to get an audience with her through us directly. We don't have any hold on Empress Wynonna Shiva outside of our political ambassador, Bjorn. But we could ask him to reach out again. He has ties with the Giants, so he could reach out again and see if we can get you an audience with them. But what is your end goal with this? What are you trying to achieve? She has been in isolation for a very long time and has seen only a very small element of this city and world. Well, no one really knows what she's been up to behind closed doors, and to throw in ideas that everything is broken and it needs fixing might tip the scales too much to one side. Change is good, but sudden change can be very, very dangerous.
Well, the other option is for the things to stay the same. I think just opening up a conversation is a good idea, at least. I don't think we should just be putting anyone from the fire giant bloodline in power immediately, especially because we don't know anything about them, really, especially in the past how many years. But she is the only other person who has any say over what the houses do, or her descendants.
Well, we will ask and see if it is possible. But I would implore you to have an idea and a mind set in place, because she'll be asking a lot of questions.
We will.
Right.
And thank you.
Is there anything else that we need to discuss?
Looks to Sienna kind of wondering if she should mention the Undercity situation.
Sienna seems hesitant and just slightly shakes her head. With how negative this guy's being, fuck that. We can deal with that. We can deal with that ourselves.
No, I think that's it. That's all we wanted to mention.
Are you sure there was a bit of hesitance?
I think we can handle it on our own.
Okay. Well, you are quite capable. You've dealt with many different upheavals. You've had the Dream Factory down below, you've had Siftos itself, and seemingly you've defeated both. That is to be congratulated as well. How did that come about anyway, the situation with Siftos?
How much time do you have?
And how much of it do you actually want to know?
I would like to know as much as I can, because it seems quite prevalent to things that are currently going on now.
So kind of looks to Sienna with how much are we actually saying on them?
The thing is, sort of, some of this is Mobius's call on what we tell this dude. I don't feel comfortable making that decision for Alex, so I don't know how much Mobius would be wanting to tell him, especially because Mobius has not met this dude. Aside from the time he brought us the mask that got us into all sorts of shit.
Primarily, it was to save Caspian, of course. We didn't really have any information about Siftos beforehand.
All right.
And Comandera and evil governments and all that stuff, so...
Yes, I've been there myself to see the relief effort. It's been quite difficult at the moment.
Oh. What's been happening?
Well, the landscape itself is quite broken apart. Gases still continue to pour out of the ground into different areas, destroying remnants of homes and...
What?
Well, either way, it was a necessary evil that needed to be done, so...
How are the people that were freed from her chambers?
Have they been
Are they recovering?
It has been a process, but all of them seem to have their faculties in order. Now, since the time has passed, it's been a few months, a couple of weeks now. It's been a couple of weeks. They've had some time to adjust to the stark differences where they were originally in. Going from one reality into an actual... where we are today is quite daunting for many of them. And most of those families thought that the other was dead, so it's been a process. But most of the priests have been helping out, and we've been doing our part as well. But the logistics up there have been very difficult. The mage societies that still live within Siftos proper are still pig-headed as always.
Sounds about right. Is there anything we can do to help out regarding that, or...?
No, we've got the rest handled. But a question perhaps that you might be able to answer is, have you seen anything of Denia? We can't seem to find her anywhere. It's like she disappeared completely.
Comandera mentioned her once, said that she had to deal with an issue at a different entrance than we came in. We assumed at the time it was Denia, but she didn't specify what happened between them.
But we haven't seen her.
We've tried reaching out, both in the physical plane as well as the spiritual, and there is nothing. It's as if she has just completely vanished. I fear the worst for her, but this was her own vengeance taking over. So unfortunately, I cannot say much else.
She could have been sent to the mislaid Mullion?
I doubt it. If she did, she'd be dead. And we'll hope that that doesn't happen, but all lines are leading to she has passed. But
I'm sorry that we couldn't help find her.
there was nothing to apologize about. She had her own ways, and that's the way she wanted to go. She turned her back on all of us, so what else could we have done? I'm just glad the rest of the city is now free, and this soothsaying nimbus is dealt with permanently.
Since we're already talking about the topic, the mask you gave us,
Yes.
the Mask of Orvin,
Yes.
you found it already awake, right?
No.
Or did one of you put a spell on it?
I cast a spell
What
on it to
happened?
allow it to speak. Because there are spells in this world that allow communication to items and to people or to creatures that you wouldn't normally be able to. I have been able to cast a spell onto it, and for a moment it gave me information. Why do you ask this?
You did more than just give it the ability to speak. Or the magic you used was twisted in some way. It became sentient. It took control of people and was able to even mimic or completely use Caspian's own ability. Whatever you did, or whatever happened with it, you created an extremely dangerous item.
That's the first time that's ever happened. For it to gain its own sentience. I had worried, since I heard that there were whispers in Siftos about some sort of return of Horovan. But
Same here.
Caspian had assured me that it wasn't him. I guess there's more to the story that he didn't wish to tell me. Understood. Where is this mask now?
It's taken care of.
We mean destroyed. Right? We destroyed it?
Didn't we?
Yeah, we did. I'm pretty sure Thorn fucking shattered that shit.
I think she tried and couldn't. And then we took it to the guy who gave Caspian the ability, and he was like, "Oh yeah, you can't break this; it would release shit." And then I think Caspian just has it, right? Yeah. Caspian just has it. But we'll not tell him that, because if Caspian didn't share with him what happened, then he doesn't want him to know.
Okay.
So we're just gonna be like, "It's fucking handled." Peace. We say it's handled.
Can you roll a deception check?
But it is handled!
You're omitting the truth some way.
Ah, fair enough. Yay! Finally a good roll. 21.
Nice.
Very well. If it is handled, it is handled. Any other requests that you may have?
I was going to ask for 2 small favors.
Of course.
More of a. The first would be we've recently had some mentions pop up all over of the goddess Kamara. And we were wondering if any members of your guild could offer us any more information than what the public has access to. You must have someone in your ranks that has spent some time with studying her, or even has a connection to her.
You see, he has not much of a reaction, but Harold behind him just like lifts his head up and shakes it. Yes, we know of Kamara, but not much. She isn't necessarily a goddess that is known to this world. She is a forgotten relic.
Well, she's been crossing our paths in multiple very different instances.
All right.
How come she's forgotten? She seems fairly prevalent. Controlling fate and all that.
Perhaps she might be, but did you ever see her followers walking around? Did you ever hear her voice around or being used?
I haven't heard most of the god's voice around, but
Would you
I
see
was
them?
just wondering.
If you go to Transvalar, you see them walking around and placating to their wants and their needs and what they preach. But Kamara has no followers. There is no one that
That's-
we've met or know of that has followed Kamara.
No one.
No.
The entire time you've had the guild. Nothing. How the fuck do we find out anything about this lady?
Yeah, we fucking murdered all the people that kind of followed her, so,
But
Well, we did murder one of them.
yeah, kind of.
there is someone who might be able to lead a bit more light onto this, and that is Olivia. I believe you've met her previously. She had helped with the Dream Factory down below in Alexia. She, her goddess at least the one that her and her wife both preach to, is a bit older than some of the current gods that you know. So perhaps they might be able to shed a little bit more light onto this whole Kamara question. Now, she has come up a couple of times in the past, but not many instances have come out with solid evidence or at least good information. She's been this almost omniscient figure that has been in the background for a while. Her threads seen through different elements. She pulling the strings, but we don't really know what she is doing.
Right.
But hopefully she will be able to give you more information. Does that mean you're coming to the guild with us?
Is that something we want to do?
And we didn't have any concrete plans for the next days, did we? And we can just return tomorrow?
I
or-
mean, if we do return, yeah. I mean, we did have the plans of helping with the.
Yeah.
Yep.
Do you know if she'll be at the guild for a while, or is she going to go anywhere?
Well, she's based there. Her temple to Celestia is there, so unless you wish us to send her here.
No, it's us who want something from her. It wouldn't make sense for her to come to us. We can't ask that of her.
As we have asked them to come over.
Well.
They have like infinity teleportation. Who gives a fuck?
Exactly. How about then we clear up things here and then we join? And we come visit your guild?
Are you right to make it there yourselves?
Do you have a teleportation circle at the guild?
We do,
Or in the
yes.
city? Could I get the runes for it, please?
He does an illusionary sort of magic in front of you and shows you the sequence that's there.
I've read it down.
Okay. And he kind of leaves it be. Right, so we will see you there then.
Mm-hmm.
And you'll see he'll begin to leave.
No, that was the first of two things.
Yes.
I'm sorry. If this is too much, if we're asking too much, please do tell us. I know that we're not even part of your guild or anything, so asking all of this will fuse a bit rude.
Continue.
Okay. This is more of a question if you could make contact for me. I've ran into Alana Needle once, and I wouldn't know how to reach her again. Do you maybe have any contact to, or maybe one of the other leaders of the Amalgams?
We do. Alana Needle, on the other hand, she is quite elusive. She travels around quite a bit. I would need to ask to see if she's available. But we have close ties with the Amalgams. We can get you contact.
Great. That would be amazing.
She goes between Della Medusa as well as the Mismatched Hovel, but she could be in either one, or she could be travelling around. She's quite an eccentric figure.
Yeah, my encounter with her is quite a while back, so I doubt she'd remember me. So I'd prefer if you could maybe ask her if she'd be willing to meet.
I will do.
Thank you.
The message is already sent.
Oh. Thanks.
Any further requests?
Fennel? Any requests?
No, not at this stage.
Then, I guess that's... Max, can we say that if Alex wants to, Mobius can ask about the shadow creatures next session?
Sure.
In case they want to do that? Okay, thank you.
Well, if you're going to the Cherubbeats Heroes Guild, then you can go there in person.
Oh, yeah,
So
fair.
either way, it works out. You see Guildmaster Lee will just give you all a nod, then I will see you there. And he walks out. Harold, on the other hand, stays for a moment and just looks over. Apologies for him. He's a little bit in his own head at the moment. He's quite busy. So if he's a little short with any of you, I don't think he actually means it. Anyway, his sense of how to perceive humanity is a little bit odd anyway. His creator's been in contact, so it's a touchy subject. Very touchy. So.
Oh, no.
Oh, dear.
Yes.
Well,
Okay.
I know if my creator was in contact, I'd be fucking livid, so I kind of understand it.
understood. Well, thank you for letting us know. And, hope you like the wine.
It was lovely. Yes, I'd have more. Perhaps a little more iron next time, just a little drop.
Understood.
Thanks. Right, goodbye. And he walks out.
Bye-bye. See you soon. Well,
Ah.
that went interestingly.
It did.
I thought they would be a bit more supportive, to be honest. At least in some of the endeavors, but,
I mean, they have a lot going on with the whole world-serving business, I guess.
yeah, I guess you are busy when you're world's heroes, but at least we know they somewhat have our back regarding this. But we should probably get our heads sorted on what we do want to say to the Empress.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, we could offer to, for the start, run those safe places ourselves. I mean, if we offer her a solution and then immediately offer to do it ourselves with her support, I don't think she would be opposed.
Lead with solutions rather than just with problems. I like
Exactly.
it.
Exactly.
Okay. Well, then we'll also need a solution for whatever's happening in the below, or at least the
Yes.
start of some plan.
Well, the first step of that would be to find out if those people down there are actually unhappy. Because, as you've said, they've always been down there. Maybe
They look like they
maybe
haven't
they have a
eaten
content
much.
life. Yeah, that
They
is
do
probably
not
a
have a
concern.
content
We'll just
life.
we have to find out though first before we try to change their lives. We could see if
I
we can
know.
just adapt it. Maybe find a way to get food down to them as a steady source or something else.
I wouldn't be wanting to move them out of the place they've known their whole life. It's just not have them be neglected.
Yeah.
And
We
they
could.
did say, the people who told me about it say that most people up top don't even know it exists. So it would be good if we could get Tadane also to look through some historical records or something of what it was like before, see if there was any foul play.
Yeah. We could try to talk to some of the people who supply the local grocery market, see if they can offer us some good prices for if we want to buy large amounts of their foods. We wouldn't be reselling them, but maybe they can make us some similar conditions.
If we
I don't
want
know.
to have someone cooking there, technically, I don't think we need much help around the house anymore. We could have Samara work there instead. She seems to be good enough with people and good at taking care of the house.
She might be a little frightened if we ask her to do that.
Doesn't hurt to ask. I mean,
Yeah.
she's house sat for us, and I feel like we're the worst magnets for trouble. So honestly, I feel like we're lowering her risks at this point.
Kinda. Yeah.
Yeah.
Kinda.
We won't blindside her, is what I mean. We can always ask, and if she says no, we'll figure something else out.
Yeah.
I would say Snow Bear because he's practically indestructible, so if somebody does try to get in the way, but I don't think we want to do that to people who are already suffering, so perhaps not.
That's a very good point.
Is Yishi around?
Do you
Max?
ask me?
Yeah.
She was at the picnic, so she would have stayed there with everyone else.
Could ask Yishi if she wants to. She seems capable, has experience with those sort of things herself, so maybe she could even, she is in tune with people's emotions. Could tell if something was off or wrong.
Yeah, that's a good idea. We can do this.
Yes, good. Should we check in on them?
Yeah, make sure they didn't, murder anyone.
We have interesting company.
Okay. You head back towards the picnic. You can see that most of them have gone now, leaving only a few stragglers as they've been teleported away to the Cherry Heroes. The only people left is Yishi, as well as both Cosmo and Zach. It's just the three of them there, sat amongst the sort of empty picnic area. As you return back to see them, those look over and they're packing everything up as now they walk back towards the house. Is there anything you'd like to say?
Propose to them the idea we just had. If any of
essentially
them
making a soup kitchen downstairs.
Zach will respond with, well, I like the idea. We did kind of already come up with a bit of a plan. mainly because of you, Sienna. You mentioned something about joining the guards and helping out. So we're kind of thinking that the three of us could do something there. We're all capable in some way or fashion, and it was my job previously, so... And Yishi is quite, well, very capable, and Cosmo helps out a lot. So I think the three of us will work quite well together. But Super Kitchen?
More like a
Yeah.
safe house for people who
Yeah.
have nowhere else to go, who might be on the run or are scared, running away from bad situations.
Okay. I feel like that's something we could do. We've already got permission somewhat from Roygar to help out. We still need to do a lot of the training and to show that we are capable enough. So we have a couple of weeks at least to work on that. But once we're all certified and ready to go, we can be a part of this city quite easily and help out a bit closer and officially, rather than under non-supervised actions.
Vigilantism, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, who would ever do that?
Yeah. But it would require us to technically buy another.
Building.
Yeah. Which we could raise money
Right.
for it with either concerts or something else.
I mean, we could also go to the reserve. Investing in businesses is literally their entire thing. And I'm sure Isabella would love to support it. Ms. Linedyke, maybe?
Well, I did talk to Sylvia and Isabella before about starting a business, so maybe we could figure something out, like people bringing in the clothes they don't like anymore, we sell them and the money goes to the house, the safe
Yeah.
house. We can repatch it or refashion it if we have the time.
Yeah.
They were not along.
Just start writing all of it down on paper so we don't fucking forget.
Just making a fucking business plan that we're going to give to our investors and be like, so.
Hey, QA, Q2, this is no, I'm sorry. Anyway, yeah, just go on about the plans, ideas they had. But while conversation is having, then we'll lean over to Fennel.
Mm-hmm.
You doing all right?
Yeah, doing fine.
How you feeling after all of this?
Just a bit distracted. Thoughts are elsewhere at the moment.
Can talk about it later if you want.
Sure, yeah. Yeah, that might be nice.
Well, I don't know how much time we want to spend before we head to the cherry pictures, but we could go out. Just two of us.
If
Get,
we have time, sure, yeah, can do.
get your mind off of things for a bit.
It's just been a lot recently.
Gives me a little peck on the cheek. You were pretty cool back there, though. Just saying.
Thanks. Yeah, it wasn't what I was expecting.
No, I didn't think anyone was expecting that, really. But maybe it's for the best.
Well, we'll see, won't we?
Yeah. There's something, and I don't think it's up for me to decide. So I'll leave it up to you, really. There is a person that's going after all of the crime syndicate members, you know?
Well,
Including those that are going after the other syndicate crime. This is very complicated, but
oh, there's another person going after the crime syndicates. Okay.
yeah. Including we'll probably go after him. And I don't know if they would go after this criminal right here, but or Kaya, but definitely Gil, and it's up to you if you want to warn him or not.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I should. Think about it. How much do we know about this person?
Well, I met them, had a chat, saw them dance while also killing Bloodsnatch pretty easily. Seemed like they were a moving painting, really.
Right. A moving painting.
Well, their skin looked like paint. Like a canvas as well, a little bit. I believe their name was Smiles.
Okay. Yeah, maybe he does need to know about that.
Well, it's your decision. Whatever you decide, I'll be right behind you.
Sure. I appreciate that. Thank you.
Of course. Just holds his hand and goes back to the topic at hand previously.
Mm-hmm. You guys sort of begin the first stages of this plan that you're looking to kind of push forward. It will take you weeks to sort of accomplish said plan, but you start the process of it anyway with the sort of guides and the first steps that are in place. Is there anything else that you wish to do? Basically, we're in a sort of open period where there's nothing going to happen until you guys decide what you want to do, whether it's going to the Cherry-Baked Heroes Guild, etc., etc. So it's pretty much downtime until you guys decide otherwise. So you guys tell me what you want to do over the next day, 2 days, 3 days, however long you want to take until you eventually go.
Oof, can we make a list?
Make the list.
Concerts.
Definitely go to the reserve, propose our idea to either Tessa
Yes.
or Isabella, depending on who's still there.
Mhm.
See if they are going to give us a credit, essentially. Or if they maybe want to, invest in it on their own. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's what Tiana's
We'll do
going to be
that.
doing.
Oh,
And looking for a
then
house
we'll
down in the slums.
come along, yeah. Plan out what the house would look like as well on the inside.
Sure.
Have Thadane maybe just tell him to go into research about the history of the city before the fire giants arrived. Talk to the grocery store owners, see if they would give us a discount.
Oh, well, the people delivering food to the...
Yeah.
How about we have a break? You
Supplies.
guys itemize
Yeah.
how you want to do all these things. in
Itemize,
priority.
oh yeah.
Fucking hell.
Itemize.
Because you're just
Okay.
going through all of these things. I'm like, how much time
Let's
will
start
it
making
take?
the business
Well,
plan.
do you know how many things it takes to start a business?
We're trying real hard to make this be a better place.
Yes. We'll have a quick break. We'll be back in 5 minutes with a plan, and then we'll see where it goes. So see you in a bit. And welcome back. So the group have now planned what they wish to do, and we're going to read through the list, and you guys are going to tell me in what order you wish to do things, and we're going to go from there. So, who's reading out the list?
I'll do
I
it.
can read it.
Or you can do it.
Okay, so the list is going to reserve to propose the business, talk to food suppliers, advertise for an event where the band and the van might perform to raise some starter money,
Fucking Live Aid.
find
What
the
hell?
band,
Yeah.
find a building to rent or buy in the slums, / because Max told us there's barely any buildings left, find some land to maybe buy down there. Tell Thadane to do city history research, have Fennel and Van go on a date, and visit the downstairs to establish trust with the people there. Which
The
would probably
downstairs.
be...
I like that's what it's called now.
Yes, that is what we're officially calling it now.
The
because
down. We're going down. Okay. Right, we'll go with the first one then. So the proposed business plan. You arrive at the reserve to where you can find... Isabella's no longer there, nor is Caspian at this point. Both of them have left since. the last few days have kind of taken place. So the only people that left there now are Worth and Crane, as well as Tessa, but Tessa is the sort of ruler of the sort of reserve here anyway, the place, the head member, we'll say. So you go to her with this business plan, and she kind of looks up and down. Okay, well, it sounds like a really good idea. It's going to be quite expensive, though. Do you have the funds?
Well,
I
we
thought
plan on...
that's...
Yes, go on. Go on, go
No,
on.
yes.
No, you go on.
We're going to be doing a charity concert. Yeah.
Charity concert, yes, and we plan on having it self-sustained at some point, where people bring in their clothes and we resell them, refashion them, so the funding goes straight back to the house itself. But we were hoping you could help us to start it out, invest in us, maybe?
Okay.
I have had talks with Isabella before about a business.
Yes, she has mentioned it to me. Well, all of this seems quite feasible. Who would be running it?
Us. For now.
Yes.
Okay. And as I understand, you are quite out and about and everywhere. Will you be here in the city, managing and overseeing everything?
For the starting phase of it, yes, but we do have people already who seem keen on helping us run it.
Okay. This isn't one of those business plans that sounds like they're going to be making money. This seems like a charity event.
Yes.
Right. A little bit harder to sort of push towards. Not impossible, it just means it will take longer than normal, since we need to be making money, and unfortunately, after the whole situation with the casino, we are 250,000 gold down. So, we don't really have the funds at the moment to be pushing towards any charity events. But we'll still help.
All her money?
We'll help moving forward and try to establish something for at least to work with. It just means things will be a lot slower. Now, if you can inject the money, we can help with the resources. That could be a lot easier. But it's a lot of coin, and it will depend on how much you're willing to invest and how large you wish to scale it. So if you can provide the coin, we can provide everything else.
Can you give us a number? Just so we can imagine what...
Oof.
Just a basic version of what we're considering.
The fact that you need the sort of business template, the homestead to have everything in, to then hire and prepare the event itself after the fact, to drum up the business and then carrying on with advertising and creating this sort of self-sustaining measure, we're talking somewhere within the 200,000 gold mark, at least long term. But that's the sort of gold we'll need to make this afloat. Before then, you have running ongoing costs, and well, when you don't have anything, it's much more to inject straight away. So, if you want to, we could say a starting price would probably get you 50,000, and with the end goal of reaching to 200,000, and then that should be fine then. But it's a matter of time, less than coin, because as I can see, you have a lot of magical items on you that you could sell for similar effects of money. But either way, it'll still take time and effort.
Understood. Well, from what I remember, my previous concert that I did for charity raised around 20,000 gold pieces. If we could get the band in, and maybe this is a stretch, but if we could get the circus to help us have a big show.
Perhaps. If we can drum up enough business to make the event on a larger scale, then probably drum up a lot of gold, but then it would need to go towards a good effort. Now, is this a business that you wish to be advertising out to the world? Seeing as you have some connections elsewhere.
I feel like Alex is enough for now, no?
Well,
Yeah.
the reason I ask is if your names are directly tied into it, and, well, I overheard that your detective agency didn't really stand too long. Unsavory figures might want to get in the way of your nice deeds. So how full on are you going to be on all of this?
They will go out of their way to destroy a soup kitchen because they don't like us?
Oh, yes, of course they will. Depends how angry you
Who
make them.
would
Petty.
who would do that? We haven't. I don't
mean,
think we've crossed anyone that
Gil-
would.
Gil took years to try and take down the crime syndicates because of what they did to him.
We haven't
Yeah,
done
but he
anything.
didn't go and attack an
But
It's just an
orphanage.
example of, how some people can emotionally want
I mean,
revenge.
yes, but we haven't crossed paths with
Not
anyone.
yet. Not yet.
Yeah.
We haven't.
Well, we did.
Well,
But we
Gil-
could
and
come up with
and
personas, I guess. A business name rather than us as personas specifically.
That would work. You go under one conglomerative name rather than your individual ones. Hide your true identities under this mask, and then at least that gives a bit of a sort of veneer to everything. It's still you doing the actions, but at least no one knows who are behind everything. The gratitude would be less, perhaps, but you'll still be doing good in the world.
Well, I don't think we're doing it for gratitude, really, so...
Well, then it's a no-brainer then.
Oh, damn it, we have to come up with a name again.
oh, I'm really bad at that.
That's
But that's a thing for once it's actually like
Once we're in
happening.
the sort
We're
of
just in the planning phase.
the weeds of it
now.
all, yes.
Yeah.
Everything can be under our name for now, and then once you are ready to pass over, we will then give the sort of name of everything over into your jurisdiction. So the
Okay.
leasing, everything else will be under whatever name you wish to fall under. Just be wise on which one you choose because, it's going to be there for a while.
Is this something about what Caspian mentioned about the group he knew? I think they had a quite unsavory name they called themselves.
Oh, yes. Yeah, that's one of the main reasons why I ask.
Yeah. Well, we'll make sure not to name ourselves any close to that.
Good. That's a wise decision. You want to be taken seriously,
The unlovely virgins. No, I'm sorry. That was out of character.
When she said a mask, my brain went to the stationary masks, and I was like, yes. Because context. Caspian's organization, Horvan's organization, was called the Wandering Masks. So my brain was like, the stationary.
Nice one, nice.
It's just a load of pens and
Anyways.
pencils.
Anyway,
Well, we can organise all of that. Just be sure to bring the coin, and then we can kind of push it quicker. Otherwise, we'll be asking for favours and using our own insider knowledge and trade to get everything done, which would be a much slower and harder process. So if you can get that as soon as possible, that would be the best. When are you wanting to do this event, then? Let's put a date on it so we can all at least push towards it.
is 2 weeks' time enough to prepare everything?
It might be. It's all dependent on what happens with the Empress, really, because she might not even sanction this. I'm talking about
we
her,
are
not the
hoping-
noble houses, because, well, it seems like it's going in that direction.
We are hoping to get an audience with her in
Oh,
the
excellent.
following days.
Yes.
Yeah, we're going to race this with her as well. Maybe we can gain her support.
Very good. Well, mention it to her and see if you can push it to her people as well. It'll be good if we can get everyone under one banner, and it's for the betterment of the city. Right? It's not going in your pocket, all
Yes.
this coin?
No!
Yes, sir.
Goodness.
I have to ask, just in case.
You're the
I
ones
can't just
who
turn a
saved
blind
our
eye.
No.
husband.
Well, just in case. What if you're just really nice people, then you just want to turn coat and do some awful shit?
I
Sound like
think
you're
if we
speaking
wanted to
from
do that, we'd
experience.
not start a charity operation.
You'll be surprised by the amount of things that we've helped start up, and then they turn into quite nefarious things. So, yeah, I have to ask these things now. Sorry.
Huh.
Right, well, we don't have any plans of that.
Well, hopefully that isn't the intention to begin with, so you'll be fine.
Yeah.
Okay.
Nonetheless, 2 weeks from now, an event for the ages. And what is this event? Music band? You have a band already?
Music
yeah, we
festival
got
of some sorts?
You have a band.
They have
Yeah.
this really
So-
experimental style of music.
Wait a second. Hold on. I feel like you're doing a lot here. You are a detective agency. You are also developing a soup kitchen for the poor. Now you are telling that you are also music producers. Now, it's either one of the three.
Band managers.
No.
Band managers.
The band are the producers. I'm just the band manager.
And I'm just freelancing music, I guess. It's not really a business.
And also, technically, I don't think we've been employed at the detective agency for like a few months now. Like, I've not seen any salary. Have you guys gotten any salary?
No, not really. I don't think we even have insurance, to be honest.
No. So, we're not technically employed there anymore.
Yeah.
So, really, we're just going to be doing this charity thing.
Yeah.
Well,
I
except
feel
for
like we
Fennell.
are
Fennell
employed,
is also
like,
band manager.
We just came back from a job for today, and he really should pay us for it.
Yeah.
Someone should pay. Wait, no, fuck, we agreed that Mobius wouldn't be paying us.
Oh, that's right.
Damn it.
So you really are
Damn it.
charity workers then?
Yeah.
Seems like it.
Is that
We
for
should've-
this band? I mean, they're going to do this charity gig, but they're out to make money.
Now, since you are their manager, are they actually good?
Yeah, they're great.
We're actually.
Why are the
already
rest
done-
of you
we've
not
already done-
looking to...
No, they were
no.
surprisingly.
They've had
good.
2 amazing performances so far.
How long have they been
Yeah.
together for?
Three
They-
days.
No, that's how long
No,
I've been
longer.
managing them.
Oh, 4 days then.
It's been longer than that.
No, it's not. They met on that beach.
It's been
No,
like 3 days
they
since
knew
the
each
casino
other-
stuff, dude.
They knew each other before.
Oh.
They were
They knew each
playing
other
together.
before.
They did not know each other before. They just knew they were at the same beach,
Oh,
but
about
they
a
did
week.
not.
Oh.
They're
Well,
quite new, fresh, you know.
2 gigs in
New
1 week is quite impressive. So that's a good track record. Let's
It was
just
successful.
keep keep it up. Don't let it drop now, because then it'll look like they've just had a couple of like hot spots and now they've gone cold. So, well, if you need extra help on that department, we can try and push them if that's something you want.
Yeah, that could be helpful. Anything to help with finding them, their name, their gigs, or if you know who to talk to go do stuff like that, or any venues specifically who might be interested in a new band, I can go speak with them.
Well, there's always the sort of cruise ships, the airships. They're always looking for band long term, so you could always throw them onto one of them if things start going well. At least that's good money then. But yes, I'll see what I can do. I'll try and throw in some names and pass them along. What's their group name?
Sandy and the Shagmen.
Right, so I'll be avoiding children's parties then.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that'd be best. They're definitely
Not
not
that
a
type of music.
children's kind of band.
Mhm. She's just taking notes the entire time. Okay. Well, is that it? Is that everything?
I believe so.
All right.
Was everything all right, with Miss Lyndite? She got off the evening completely fine, right?
Yeah, she seemed to be fine. There was a little bit of a smirk that I've not really seen before from her, but she seemed fine overall.
She turned a giant devil guy into a stone.
What? She what?
Ah, just
Oh, she didn't
kidding.
tell you that.
She's kidding. She's kidding. Sure, we're not fucking outing her, girl.
She turned someone to stone? Really? Are really?
No.
Well, they deserved it.
So she did then. Oh, and that's the first time in a long time that's happened. Okay. Interesting. Surprised you didn't tell me. But anyway, I guess you've let the cat out the bag.
Okay. We're gonna go now.
Yes, I think that's best.
Yep.
Before you spill any more secrets I'm not supposed to know about.
You out your girl like that, bro. What are you doing?
How was I supposed to know she hadn't told?
Okay, so that's
Anyway.
the business proposition kind of ticked off. Everything else that's surrounding the event is all planned by the reserve, so that's all sorted out as well. You want to head towards Thodane to ask him about research in the city?
Just tell him to maybe go into the research of the city.
Sure.
Unless he already fucking knows, but
Yeah, he'll...
if you know, what have you been doing this entire time? No, I'm
he
kidding.
doesn't know.
Yeah.
Thodane's sort of knowledge of the city is very much the same as anyone else on the top surface. He doesn't know anything that's really going on below the surface, except that it exists. As soon as you bring up the notion that there's a third level to the city, he's like questioning it already. It's like, what do you mean third level? I've never heard of this in my life.
You want me to show you?
Do you have to? I'm kind of curious now.
Yeah.
You're not going to believe
Go
us.
on then. Go on and show me.
Okay.
You sound like you don't believe us.
I've been in this city for like 10, 20 years. I would have thought I'd heard of a third level by now if that existed.
Okay, so if we lead you there and we prove that we're right, you owe us our paychecks, and Ben's gonna start leading the way.
And you owe me a fucking new building on the side of my existing house.
Whoa! It's not my fault if you didn't have insurance on that house.
I did have insurance, but it wasn't built, so they don't count it. That's the problem.
Not mine, though.
So much money. He's just like walking along, crying his eyes out.
Oh.
I'm just going to turn it to a fucking swimming pool at this point.
I mean, in the middle of the road, is that a good idea?
What do you suggest I do with it, Sienna?
Yeah, no, swimming pool sounds great.
No. What do you think? What do you think I should put in it? My grave?
Clear out some. No, you could clear out some of the tourist attraction.
You could build a casino.
There's a direct path to the sewers.
Fuck up.
There's a bit of a gap in the market for it at the moment.
A casino? You think
No.
you think I'll make some
No.
good money there?
No.
Well, we did just destroy one. Well, we didn't destroy it.
What if
No.
What if you run it for now? What if it's yours?
No.
No, he already has 3 jobs. He does not need another. And you already
Hey.
have an alcohol addiction. You do not need another.
Who has an alcohol addiction?
He does.
Points to the day.
That's why he's asking somebody else to run it.
Yeah, I can't be trusted.
Yes, exactly. You can also apparently not be trusted with money. How are you going to pay for a casino to be made?
Gambling.
You're going
All
to
right.
gamble to
Before
get a
this
casino.
divulges
You and I,
into
Thodane, we'll
chaos,
talk about this. I like this idea.
We'll shelf it. We'll shelf the idea.
We'll put a pin in it.
We can have Snowbear be the croupier. That'll be great.
Fuck's sake. There go all
He
the
can't even hold
customers.
cards.
All bets in. All bets. No more bets. No more. 22. No one. I can see already.
He couldn't even pick up the little. No. How? He doesn't have fingers.
I love it that that's what you're concerned about in this whole thing.
He just needs like little rubber mitts, and then he can like start picking things up.
No, we tried that. It doesn't work.
Doesn't really work. You show Thodane a third level. What the fuck is this?
Yeah.
The fuck? Oh, this is fucking
So-
ominous.
Mm-hmm.
It's not great.
We're gonna help.
Where is everyone? It's just empty buildings.
Hiding.
Oh. Yeah, we need to look into this. This isn't good. Right, Sienna, fuck.
So our paycheck? I'm
Oh.
just messing.
How much money do you want?
50,000?
Say that again. How much do you want?
500 gold pieces, please. Per person.
I'll give you another chance. How much do you want?
I'm standing my ground. 500 gold pieces.
I don't have that money! Just looks
What do
at
you
me.
mean?
We didn't get paid for the last one!
For which ones did we get paid at
Fucking
all,
none
bro?
of them were doing charity work this entire
No,
time!
Korthik paid us 6 months
You're
ago.
an investor.
She pays to keep the fucking lights on!
All right.
Do you need help today?
Is there work coming in?
Yeah, but it's like fucking silver and copper. It's not gold. I haven't got the fucking money. It's only myself and really Thorn and Shiloh now that's fucking helping out. So it's only us three. And I gotta pay Samara as well.
All right. You're off the hook for now.
Like, this isn't a money-making scheme. I do this because I want to help people. I don't want to make money out of it.
We know, Thadane. It's just...
Hey, look,
we're messing
I
with
want to
you.
get paid as well. I want money. I want to buy things. I want to have a life, but I can't have that.
Are you okay?
No!
Okay.
Well,
My
all
fucking
right.
house is gone.
No, just
Just a garage.
Just the garage.
It was going to be my house. I was going to make it into my house.
Oh.
You guys have your own fucking house. Thought I'd
But
make
you-
something for myself.
You were invited to stay. You decided not to.
Sure.
Anyway,
I'll just stick to
could you
spooning the
please
snowball.
do... Could you please do research into the history of the city? Dippler mentioned that these people were here first, actually. Before the fire giants arrived, or people. I don't know if I can confirm that's true when making my case, so if you can find any records of it, that would be great.
Sure, I can look around. I know a few people who work in the sort of excavations and building plans, and they'll probably know something about what came when.
Yeah.
How much are we leaning into these houses now? Because I was doing some research into that and House Rolandia, but ever since all of the other shit's been going, I have left it on the hold. Am I still doing that, or...?
Well, we're gonna be talking to the Empress very soon about this whole thing, so if you have any dirt on them, that would be good.
Fuck, I've got fucking tons of dirt. We threw it out to
Oh,
the
awesome.
fucking papers. You can give it to her straight away, all the evidence of their sort of cruelty in the Dream Factory, everything that happened there. I've got it all in writing, so we'll just give you all of that, and then you can pass it on to her as well, direct at least. We did try sending it to her, but it was very difficult to even get anything past the gates, so we didn't really try.
Well, we'll take it directly to her then.
Oh, good. I've got some other things on the other houses, but honestly, in comparison to what Rolandia did, everyone else is quite squeaky clean. At least publicly. You have to really go into the sort of archives to find anything else for the other ones. But Rolandia made it quite public that they were here to make an impression, and that just meant that all their cards on the table, easy to find. But the rest of them, House Mortem, House Leviathan, they're all a bit more keeping to themselves.
There was one thing I was curious about.
Yeah.
during the whole ordeal, the horses that were in front of our house, the one that had the ominous assassins and newspaper thing, they went
Okay.
back to House Mortem.
So they might have been working with Gale.
Maybe. Not this really good evidence, but something to think about.
Okay. Well, I'll keep it in mind.
Right.
Yeah.
Let's get out of here, please.
I'll try and get everyone onto all of this, and you'll head back. Okay, so Dane is going to do some research into the city, into the origins, and sort of the levels themselves that are here. Anything else you want to do just now?
Final date? Question mark?
Do you have time, Frey?
I've got to leave in 20 minutes, so yeah, I've got time.
Sure. We'll do it now then. So, where do the two of you go on your dates? What's the sort of paint the picture for us? Paint the evening, afternoon, morning, whenever this is taking place. Where you go?
Would Fennel want to go near the beach at all at this moment, or is it kind of a?
No, not really. I'd say evening, go for dinner somewhere. Check out, I don't know if there's like a particular area that has nice restaurants or nice places for food.
Yeah, maybe something new, like a
If
different.
there's any
sort of
places that
food.
recently opened.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, we'll say you head towards the sort of seafront. It's not necessarily straight onto the water's edge, but just on sort of, because the city itself is built on two mountains and then it sort of crescendos downwards to the coastline where all of the ships and whatnot come in and out. You're sort of in the in-between, the middle layer, where you can look down towards the coastline, towards the sort of down parts of the city, on this overhang-looking restaurant. You have nice greenery that comes over the top, large banana leaves and different sort of palm trees and things, just creating this canopy above, shining, keeping you obscured and shining the sun away. But you have that sort of middle view where you can look down onto the rest of the city. And the sunset is beginning to creep over the edge. You can see it just in the far distance as it's coming down the coastline. And you have this perfect scenic view of the entire city down below. The food is very nice. It's quite sort of mid-level. It's not higher echelons of sort of dining, but it's sort of nice, sort of a mix of street food, but also fine dining, where you're having those poppy flavors come in, but also the sort of more relaxed ambience that you're not having to dress up too much for the occasion. But the place is full, which leaves a bit of a nice background sound of chatter. So no one is listening in, and you can just focus and hone on the two of you. Is there anything you guys would like to discuss while you're on this date?
So, do you want to talk about it, or do you want to talk about anything else?
Could talk about it a bit. I haven't really cleared it up in my mind how to feel about it or whether to do anything about him or not.
So, how are you feeling about him? What's going through your head?
Just confused. Just yeah. I honestly thought he'd left me for out of greed or something, and then now it turns out he didn't. So it's funny because it's been a couple of years of kind of running from him, thinking I'd been betrayed or. Yeah, it's just a bit of time to kind of get over it really and just not think that way anymore.
Do you think you'd want to reconnect with him, or?
I don't know. I don't know. It's hard to say at this point. Still feels a bit too. It almost doesn't feel real.
Yeah, I can imagine after running for so long, and well, for you it was a lot more recent than it was for him. He had all the time to process it somewhat.
Well, arguably he might need more time than I might. For him, the hatred, the angers drove him to get revenge on the syndicates for 20 plus years, 22 years. Yeah. For him, suddenly, what's driven him to do what's driven him for the last 20 years has changed.
Yeah, I think it started off as wanting to get vengeance for you or for him, but at this point, I think it's a bit more bigger than that.
Yeah. So we'll see. We'll see what happens with that. But how exactly I want to go about it, what exactly I want to happen.
Well, you don't need to have it figured out immediately.
Yeah, exactly. Nothing pressing anymore anyway.
And Kaya?
Kaya, I still see her as a good friend, so no reason why I won't still be in touch with her. Not sure how she's gonna. Well, she's gone back now to see if she can still run her business. So she's not really planning on making any major changes or anything like that. She's still successful, good at what she does.
What does she do exactly?
She's basically an information broker.
Oh, I see. Makes sense.
A very good one. She's what got me and Gil the gigs, or like the tips about who to rob or what to rob.
She
And
did seem quite knowledgeable every time we met, so I'm not surprised.
Yeah,
Is
so
she...
she'd give us tips. She'd get a cut of whatever we stole or got paid to do, and obviously just grew in that business.
So you three were close?
Yeah, we were really close. Gil was family. Oh, so was Kaya, but I was closer to Gil. We both grew up in the same streets. We both grew up in the same districts. When a lot of kids were starving or dying or struggling, we helped each other. So that's why it was a big surprise that he might have for some reason betrayed me. But it's a tough life. It's a tough world. People betray people all the time back in the day.
Yeah. But, Niven's gonna reach his hand over the table and take Fennell's. I know the world hasn't been the kindest to either of us, but I don't want us to going into future with the mindset of it is how it is.
No. More positive about things now.
I mean, you and I and everyone in the group have the chance to make things better. We have the power to do it, the knowledge to do it. Maybe not the money yet, but we'll get around to it.
That's what it all comes down to, really.
Yeah. It's nice having the time to think about the future.
Yeah, it is. Well,
so this
here's
band...
to good things in the future.
Then toasts to good things in the future.
And yeah, like the band maybe. We'll see how they do.
So this band management thing, you want to make it a full thing?
If it's successful, yeah. I still don't know the guys very well. Yeah, I've only very recently met them. If it turns out they're going to be a lot of work or mess, or they're not going to be popular, then I'm not going to spend more time than necessary on them.
Yeah, they seem like a particular bunch, but I believe in you. You can straighten them out.
Yeah, I think a bit of work. Not afraid for a bit of work, but they've got to deliver the goods as well.
Maybe we can have some vocal practice. Can teach them.
Yeah, Sandy's vocals are fine, but not the greatest.
Yeah, it's certainly particular. But maybe something new is what the people need,
Well,
even if it
something.
is.
Yeah, I think so. I think it'll be fun and popular while it is new. The question is whether they'll still be successful once it's not new anymore.
Well, maybe they diversify, go into other fields, other genres. Never know. People change.
True. Hard to see them doing anything big.
Oh, you never know. People
Yeah.
surprise you, I guess.
That's true. The bass player seems to have his head screwed on.
Maybe we make him a bit more in charge.
Well, we'll see.
Are you alright then? With
Yeah,
everything?
I'll be fine. I'll be fine. Just just need to distract myself from the guild.
Well, I can help with that. And the wine.
The wine definitely good with that. Yeah, let's talk about other things.
Alright. Well, theme for the festival? Any ideas?
I think the band being a part of it's a good idea. It'll be good for the band as well. Not too many other ideas otherwise. I mean, we can always ask other businesses, like you guys said, ask other businesses to take part, see what they'll donate to raise funds and stuff. Just see if we can just ask people to do it for charity. People tend to step up after something catastrophic, like like the destruction of several streets.
Yeah, that was certainly interesting. But we're not thinking about it. We're not thinking about it. Talking about everything but that.
Well, yeah, anything but that. What were you? How do you feel about it?
I have a lot on my mind, I think. In the under city, as we're calling it now, there was a interesting mural of what I presume is me.
That was
Can you repeat? Sorry,
weird.
it was very crackly. Yeah, angry, vengeful me. And
Yeah.
pretty sure everyone down there is scared of me.
Well, you can be pretty scary when you're angry.
Yeah, I suppose so. Don't know if I want that to be my legacy, you know?
Well, you definitely haven't been as angry recently.
Try not to.
Just need to put up a new mural.
I don't think that would be
change it to a smile. Hopefully, they'll start changing their minds.
Maybe. I don't want to force it on anyone. I've been perceived as a villain before. It's just I want to make up for the bad things I did. It's just, will it ever be enough, you know?
Well, as long as you try your best, can't really ask for more.
Yeah, I guess you're right. And besides, I don't want to do it for reputation or gratitude. I just want Mark and any other kids who might have been in a situation like you or me to have a better world to live in the future.
Oh, definitely.
You know, once we're dealt with all of the crazy things in the world, what do you want to do?
Oh, I haven't thought that far ahead.
Me neither. I was hoping you would have an answer.
No. Yeah. Got certainly kind of a long-term plan or future ambition. Just enjoying life as it is right now.
Yeah. Honestly, I'd probably want to live far away from the city. Not too far, but
As long as it's by the sea, that'd be nice.
sure. That'll be the compromise. You know, my uncle does have that. Was it a lake or was it a sea house? Beach house?
The
Do
sea
you have a
house, 'cause
question mark?
that's how we met the mermaid.
Yeah. Oh, he doesn't necessarily live there. I believe it's more like a holiday house, really.
The amount of time he spends there, it sounds like it's like is either his primary or
I
secondary
think
home.
he spends more time on the boat, to be honest with you, than in the actual house. But
Yeah,
yeah,
no,
I
you're
guess
right. He's
so.
probably much more familiar with the boat.
But we could go there at some point or get a house nearby.
with your uncle there.
No,
His
God,
fishing
no.
trips sound a bit dangerous to be on.
Yeah, no, I don't think any of us want to be a part of that. The family board game night is enough of chaos as it is. But it would be nice. Have our own
You'll
little
have to give it a
place.
go. We'll have to go down there and have a look and see what it's like.
Yeah. Have to see what Mark wants to do as well.
Imagine so long as there's places for bugs, then he'll be happy.
Yeah, I guess so. Still worried about the fact that he's an ASMR, but hopefully that's one of those things that just are and we don't have to worry about it until we do.
Yeah, hopefully.
Yeah. We're one very odd family.
Well, we're that and everyone else that we know.
Yeah.
When we got a single normal person.
Samara's pretty normal, I think.
Actually, that's a good point. I don't know what she works for, so
Well,
it's
they did
different.
fucking the
She's
kids,
being paid to
so
be
maybe
there.
they're not so normal. Well, yeah. I wouldn't have it any other way, though. I mean, as
No.
weird as it gets.
No, it certainly makes it unique.
Yeah. Well, I am going to order dessert. You?
Yep, I think desserts is well deserved.
And then are we heading back or are we finding a place to stay?
Either or. Don't have to go back to the house if you don't want to go back to the house.
Mm-hmm. All right. Well, we'll see how we feel about after dessert then. And then we'll get whatever seems the sweetest item on the menu.
Sure.
Yeah.
You
Dip out for a little bit.
sure thing.
Okay.
See you in a bit, mate.
See you in a bit.
You have this sort of nice dessert to finish the evening talks that you were having as the sun is now completely set, as you've been talking for the last 3 hours without even noticing the time had gone. The sun had risen, the sun had set, and the lights were illuminated around you. It's just, you were caught up in the moment and you didn't even notice how late it got. As you order dessert, you see that the space around you is pretty much closed. No one else hears. The candles are being sort of snuffed one by one, and but you see the waiter that has been bringing you food the entire time just says, "Don't worry, we'll bring you your dessert. Just take your time."
No, 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 no. Now I
I'm
feel
here
like the
for the
worst
next
customer
hour. It's
ever.
fine. As he just moves around and caters to your needs. Eventually, you leave after a belly full of dessert and a heart full of love, and you go off onto your own way, wherever that ends up. In the meanwhile, what does Sienna get up to during this sort of evening date of theirs?
I'd imagine she'd head back into the slums, just try her luck once again, try and see if she can spot anyone that seems to be paying close attention to the paintings, be doing the paintings themselves, etc., etc.
You're going to
She's just trying to get a feel for what the thing that's building around her is actually.
Sure.
Like, what are they praying to? What are they asking for? Etc., etc.
Is this on the second level or the third level? The second level where all the paintings are?
No, second. Yeah.
Okay. Can you roll a survival check at advantage as you go around? And...
Okay. Oh, that's not horrible.
Okay.
Oh.
So, as you're going around this second level, the sort of first under-level area, where you've seen all of these markings of you painted around in different areas, it's not like it's overt and kind of everywhere, but you know the spots now, and you almost begin to find a somewhat pattern of where they've been painted on. Doesn't look like it's left a specific sector. It seems to be in one area in particular where it's just branched outwards and continues to spread out from that point onwards. So you use that as sort of like the base of your investigation. Do you bring anyone with you as you're going?
If Zach wants to come, he can come.
If who, sorry?
If Zach wants to come, he can.
Sure, he would join. He'll just like fly around beside you. So, is this like freaking you out, or is this?
Yeah, no, 100%.
Yeah.
But I'm trying to figure out what they like why they're doing it, and what they're hoping to achieve by it, and then we'll see what we do about it.
Well, I can think of reasons why they'd be doing it, because I can think of my own reasons of why I'd want to be drawing you. So, but I mean,
yeah.
but
I
like,
meant more like, I meant more like,
I'm just gonna look this way, and he
like,
flies
okay.
off. Just the wings just as he goes down one of the alleyways. Shit, what the fuck are you talking about? As he's just like whispering to himself.
No, thank you for the compliment.
You're welcome. But you hear some movement, something being pressed against another material, like it's being rubbed in. You turn around the corner to see what it is, and you turn your head. Can you roll a stealth check, please?
Okay. Today's not my day.
All right. You turn around the corner to be as quiet as you can, looking down this area. And the road is quite empty, quite quiet at the moment. There's no one going back or forth. So you can hear that noise quite clearly. It does sound like someone's rubbing in something. And as you turn your head to look, you can see this masked figure, this sort of hooded, sort of incognito, someone drawing with a sort of like an acrylic marker, but it seems to be more of like a paint that's just applied in this easy to use format. Think of it like a permanent marker, but just instead it's just pouring out paint as it's drawing across. So it's like not as messy or as sort of complicated as actually using a bottle full of paint. They seem to be drawing like the side, the angle of something that would look triangular shaped, like a wing. But there's nothing else that's been drawn on yet. They're just...
I'm just gonna quietly walk up to them, or as quietly as possible, and then just go, oh, that's quite pretty that you're doing that.
They start running as quick as they can.
No, wait. I'm gonna follow. Wait.
You start following. They're just like trying to run as quick as they can. They drop the paints
If
that
I
they had in
get
hand.
close enough, I'm gonna try and grab them at the back.
Sure, we'll
Like
say you
like at the
probably
clothing,
can.
I can.
Yeah, you kind of like cut off the next corner as you intercede where they were going and where they are currently, as they just.
Wait. I have just 2 or 3 questions. I swear, I don't mean any ill.
You don't see their face at the moment. They're completely hooded up. They're just kind of being as slow as possible in this moment.
I'm just gently holding onto their clothing, like tightly, but I don't want to tear at anything, right? So I'm just holding onto them. I've seen these paintings around, and I was wondering what they mean.
They mean hope, and we need it.
Yes, 100%. I agree. But they are a very specific theme. Angelic, celestial, and often.
Yeah. What's wrong with that? They
No,
give me
I'm
powers.
just wondering.
So what?
What? I'm sorry. Did you say they give you powers? The paintings?
Shit! And he just starts running.
No.
the other way.
No. It's wait. Grabbing tighter. Nope.
You grab on. You try and reach out and grab.
Yeah.
Can you roll an athletics check
Yeah.
as you're trying to grab them?
Okay. Athletics. I'm feeling really fun. Okay, 26.
They try and run, but you just grab them out with this speed. You hold on to their arm, but you're grabbed onto most of like the cloak and the jacket that they're wearing. So your grip is kind of on that more than them as they're trying to pull their arm free. But you got a good hold.
Please, I just want to talk.
What do you want to know?
I swear, I just want to talk. Can you stop trying to run away? I don't want to accidentally hurt you.
You see they pull their HUD back and just look at you. You see in their forehead a painting carving in a similar form as your own as they look towards you. What do you want? You think this is going to help?
Maybe? Help with what?
Holding me back? Really?
I just want answers to my questions.
Go on then.
Okay, you said that the paintings and the belief you have in hope, that they give you powers?
Yeah.
What sort of powers?
He looks over to his left hand and you see this spark of light flicker in his hand. I didn't have this before. I started praying to her. She listens to me.
The mother.
Yes.
Sarah's having a little crisis. Okay. She feels out with her newly awakened blind sight development. Does he feel special? Does the soul feel special?
It seems to be there's a spark of divinity there. He looks to be human for the most part. There's no like standout features to them. There's no also remnants of like spellcasting or anything that they should have. Yeah.
But if you had a connection to this man, anything.
Roll a charisma check.
Have I heard his voice before? I heard. Swear to God, do I have a warlock? No, it wouldn't be a warlock. Do I have a cleric? Sorry, what am I rolling? Perception?
A charisma check.
Oh, that's not a good sign. Oh, 19. Good roll.
Yeah.
Okay.
You can sense there's some sort of connection there. And as you're now standing holding onto his arm, that sort of light that he was producing before, you see it like fully develop. Whoa. That's not happened before. As it's completely underglowed in this very dark underground space. That must mean she's here. Looks up towards you. Oh! Oh, you're here! And now you see him
Okay.
get onto his knees.
Oh no!
Mother!
Oh, no.
As he's
No,
like
no, no.
grabbing onto
Also
your side.
going down to his eye level immediately, like no kneeling needed. I appreciate.
Ah! You see him start to
Oh, no,
reach
no,
up to
no.
his head. You're still restraining like his right arm, but his left hand reaches up as this like burning smell begins to accentuate in the air, and
Oh god!
you
Oh
see
no!
what was there before, the paint, almost like a fuse off a dynamite. You see it burn and create the same symbol on his forehead as the one that was painted there before, but now indented and completely made into himself. Ah! As he's reaching up and holding it back.
Oh no! I'm gonna immediately heal, try to take the pain away from him because
You
no,
heal, but there's no hit points to heal. He's not taking any damage. It seems
No.
like he's changing in some way. Ah! Ah! And he collapses on the ground.
Help. Okay, wait. I have the help.
Hey! You see someone down the side. What did you do to him?
I didn't do anything. I swear. I help. Do you know where he lives?
Roll a persuasion check.
What is even happening? Another 19.
As you're saying this, Zach flies over, just pushing past the guy. Hey! What happened?
He got a marking, I think. And then he passed out. We should get him somewhere safe because lying on the road is not a good idea.
His
Oh
eyes
God,
wake up.
Lord.
Boom. You see there is a slight light underneath them as it then fades back to his regular eyes.
Are you all right? You passed out?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Okay. I feel like we should start over. My name is Sienna. What is your name?
Claude.
Claude. Hello. It's nice to meet you, Claude.
What's happened? I see everything so brighter than I did before. What?
Okay. Oh boy. Right, how about we get you home, and then we can talk. I might be able to explain some of what is happening here.
You did this to me. You gave me this. I can see in the dark. I can feel this light. And he reaches out, and now the light appears in his other hand. Oh. As he stumbles back slightly, he looks behind his shoulder, and you see these angelic wings peer out from behind.
Oh! Yes, okay, let's get you off the street.
Oh. What's happening?
Be careful. I don't know. But you're clearly changing, and I don't want to endanger you by staying here. So let's get you home, okay?
He nods along. Okay.
Okay.
And he just walks beside you now with these wings extended.
You think you can hide those away for now?
I don't know how to.
Okay, that's all right. That's all right.
It feels weird to walk like that.
You'll get used to it.
Just as he looks at you, there is the symbol on your head that is now also sort of glowing.
Going?
But with the sort of that dull, almost muted colours that begins to come into effect. that sort of grey, white and black mixed between the two, just shining from it, almost like a spotlight. Anything that he's shining on, you see this just cone of darkness that is shining in the opposite way. And he just continues to walk alongside. I'm here. This is my home.
All right. Right.
I didn't know if you were real, really. But thank you for listening. I'll try to pass on this light to others.
Oh. So, I'm not. Like I said, I appreciate the faith you have in me, but I'm not a god. I am not some powerful deity. I'm just me. I don't know how I gave you these powers, even though I suspect I did. But I really don't want to give you false hope.
Okay. Well, I didn't realize it would be such a burden, really. I will retract. I will stop praying to you then.
If it makes you feel safer, and if you need these powers to survive, then I have no issue with it. But spreading this onto others, I don't know enough about what I am yet to be able to ensure that they will also be safe.
I know
There's forces out there that...
I know exactly what you are. And it's a light in this darkness. You help me see the light. Literally. Everyone that has ever spoken about you has ever said the same. You're the hope. You're not false. This is what I need. A lot of us need.
All right. Just be careful with who you show these abilities to.
What if I can help it? The wings
I can...
peel back into him. Oh.
Good job. I know that feels odd. I promise you'll get used to it.
Okay, thank you for taking me home. And he'll just open the door and walk through. Zach just puts a hand on your shoulder. Yeah, that's weird.
Did I just make a click?
Maybe?
Oh, no. Okay. I don't think that's normal. I've never heard of Aisma being able to, give people powers.
No, it's certainly strange. But in a good way.
Is it? What if he's a serial killer or something like that?
I don't think he is. You're a god or god adjacent, so if he is, you could just smite him, or
I know.
I don't know.
I don't even know if I could take the abilities away from him. I don't know how this works. Wait, if I feel for the connection between me and Claude, do I feel like there's something I could break off from my side? Or is it just, does it exist and I have no influence over it?
Roll another charisma check.
Oh, goddamn. Okay, third 19 in a row. Okay.
That extended blind sight that you've gotten, this almost omniscience that you've gained, we'll call it.
Don't call it that.
In a way. You can feel that sort of tether that's there that is almost linked to you in this ethereal light. And as you place your hand through it, you can kind of feel it in a way. But it's only because you're focused on it now you can feel it. In some sort of strange fashion, you feel other sort of tethers as well to you that you just can't quite feel because you don't know where they're going to.
You're others. Okay, but if I don't want to try it.
But you want
Because
to try
I don't
it.
want to take this. No, I don't want to try it because I don't want to take his abilities from him. But I want to know if I can because, well, I don't want to be, well, I think it's seen as a people pleaser for, like, nothing else. So, if this makes people happy, she's going to
Not
follow.
because you're a people pleaser is fucking crazy, dude. What do you
I'll
mean?
give you powers just because it makes you happy.
That's literally, yes.
The most benevolent
Okay,
god
so
there
far.
is.
So far, he can't exactly do anything just with having wings and glowing, right?
No,
So,
I don't see that being a problem.
right?
As long as it doesn't hurt you.
I don't feel anything. I just feel like a tether, connecting me to a few people.
Okay.
There's multiple tethers. Okay.
It can only be good though, right?
We'll keep an eye on it.
From what I understand about
Right.
gods, you have to be almost like-minded to be able to use their powers, right? If you are vengeful and you go to a god of vengeance, like Bane, the god of war, if you're war hungry and you pray for war, for vengeance, then I think that would work. But if you were loving and you tried, maybe something wouldn't work. So I'm sure these people, that if they have powers, if they believe in you and what you stand for, then they can't twist that to be evil. If they did bad things that didn't make sense to your oath, then maybe they couldn't even use your powers.
Right. Yeah, that's very, yes, that is true.
I'm just trying to help out. I don't really know anything about
Yeah,
this.
no, you're doing great. You're doing great. I'm calming down by the second. I can feel
Oh,
it.
good. Good. Is there anywhere else I can help calm you down? Like somewhere you want to go, or
I think getting out of the city for a second would help.
okay,
How about, do you want to go to the beach?
sure. Yeah, I love the beach.
You want to go look at the water? Let's go look at the water.
Okay. And he'll just
Okay.
fly alongside you, head towards the beach. We'll stick with this for a moment. As you head up towards the beach, the sunlight is just on the horizon, so it's about the same time period as when Ben is kind of finishing up with their meal. You sit there, you enjoy the beach. There's still people here since this area is still very warm, being acclimatized by the fire giants, whether it was like this before or not. Them being here has almost terraformed this place altogether to be more accommodating in the colder weathers. But you sit on a beach and you see he's kind of like there with you. He kind of puts his feet into a little puddle of water that he's created in the sand and just like dangles them along. Well, I feel much more relaxed. I hope you do.
Yeah, I do. I'm still worried, but
There's a lot of things to worry about, like the future and A lot of stuff that we probably shouldn't really get into.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I was going to reach out to High Priestess Feline anyway. Might as well add an additional question to that. Like, what do you do with accidental followers?
Well, yeah, it's a strange one.
Yeah.
But I'd follow you anywhere, like into battle and into whatever you wanted to do. So I don't know if you want to be a follower of anyone, I can understand why it would be you. So I think you're fine there.
Thank you.
Yeah, that's the truth. So when this is all over, what's your big goal? What do you want to do? Because I know, like, with a lot of these things, it can be quite short term. Helping people and going adventuring and, I don't know, saving the world as you're doing. Is there like an end goal in mind? Somewhere you want to be at the end?
I'm not sure what we're doing is ever going to be over. I mean, there's always going to be someone that needs help. There's always going to be someone that's in a bad situation or in need of food or a roof over their head. But, I mean, I guess I'm already there. I want to be with my family. I want to be with the people I've chosen to be around me and in that home we've built for ourselves. In the city we picked for ourselves.
It sounds like you're already winning.
Yeah.
That's nice. I couldn't think of anyone more deserving of it.
Stop. Okay, that's the third one. You can stop now.
I'm sorry.
Okay.
I don't want to embarrass you. I don't know. Ever since meeting you, that there's just been this wave of nice. Is the best way I can describe it. Like a warm hug. And I feel like those sorts of people should be cherished and looked after. Because they do so much for everyone else, and I just want the best for you. Because you always seem to look out for everyone else, for the others. So why shouldn't you have your own future, your own goals, your own life, to be happy? There's nothing wrong with that. And well, everything else that I've said is pretty much on the head as well.
Well, you're very good at giving compliments.
He shrugs. I'm very good at telling the truth. I don't like lying, nor do I like swearing. I said one earlier and I hated it. I shouldn't have said it.
I think some situations call for us to swear because otherwise other people wouldn't understand the severity of it. So sometimes it's needed.
Yeah, and some people overuse it, so it loses its kind of its charm.
Yeah.
Well, I'm looking forward to stay a bit longer. And who knows, maybe I might fall in love with this place as much as you have. Certainly reasons that I can see why you would.
Well, you kind of met it at a bad time, like with the whole
I didn't want to say.
explosion and the dragon and the entire...
Oh, they aren't normal things that happen here on the daily?
No. And also now we have guards at like every fucking corner. There's so many guards at the moment. But no, usually it's a lot more peaceful. Yeah. It's a nice place. But it still needs a lot of work.
Yeah. What doesn't? Nothing's perfect.
You not knowing where to go next, don't you have an end goal in mind?
Not really. I've kind of just been wandering from here and there and everywhere for a very long time. Never really put my hat down on anywhere or stuck my stick in the ground and said, "This is mine." That's how I was. And then I probably had too much of it. And I wanted change. And then I don't know, then this happened. And I feel a bit more grounded now. A bit more like I could put my stick in the ground.
Well, we have a very nice garden. We could use a few sticks.
It's very lovely. Are you okay with me planting more things there? Is that okay?
Definitely.
Okay. I thought I'd
100%.
ask first before it's not my home.
I mean,
so
we might
I'd
also
feel
have to
weird.
ask both Ven and Thorin. They've also, like, it's sort of a communal project.
Okay,
Um,
I can do that.
but I doubt they'd have issues with it.
Well, I really like you. I'm not the best at hiding these things, so yeah, I feel like it's just best if I say it straight away, rather than mess around and not ever say it. Yeah, I really like you. You're really nice, Sienna. And that's why I probably compliment you more than you'd like. But I just can't help it.
I appreciate that. And I'm just very bad at taking compliments, so don't worry about that. I like you too. I've never been in any sort of relationship with anyone. So I don't really know how this goes.
To be honest, neither have I. I'm not.
Oh no. Oh no.
But we don't have to go quick. We don't have to go at all if you don't want to, but we can take it slow and see what happens.
I'd like that.
Okay. Me too. And he just kind of looks out to the horizon and just nods. Yeah, me too. Me too.
We're gonna manage. I think we'll figure it out together.
Yeah. I'm excited.
Yeah. I'm just gonna offer, like, just gonna put my hand somewhere between us, just like, do you wanna have? Oh my god.
He'll just like absent-mindedly, he won't even notice, put his hand on top. Oh,
No.
yeah.
Hmm?
And then he holds. This is nice. Sorry if my hands are clammy.
That's okay.
And the two of you just sit there for a while until you return back, I guess. But as the sun
Hard to electric boogaloo.
as the sun sets in the distance and all of you return back to your homes, there is a slight sort of air of, not concern, but of the guards noting something. All of them were seemingly informed about something that is about to happen. And you kind of like get that energy that they're almost all waiting for someone. And as you see, the ships have all shifted now. It's the first time they've moved in the last 3 days. They move and part ways, so they are on the edge of the city sort of front. One docks on the western side and one docks on the sort of eastern side, just outside of the city limits. As they are there resting, their noses, their bow, point towards a direction. And it almost brings this funnel of a view to where the horizon is almost obscured by the ships, but there is a single line that is visible. And as you, wherever you are, and as well as the civilians, all pay attention and look over in that direction, you see this bundle of clouds that has gathered over the distance. Where before it was pristine and clear skies, this seemingly drop of abnormality in the air as this lightning crosses against it. And then you see the outline of something in it, a floating city, as it draws closer, as it moves by itself. And that's where we're going to end today's session, because we are finishing slightly earlier today, and then this will lead into other things to happen in the next one. But thank you very much for watching, everyone at home. Thank you for the players for joining, as always. And we'll be streaming next time Tuesday, Threads of Chaos, Friday. Have we got Friday session?
I think so.
Yes.
Yeah,
there should be a
Friday,
Thursday.
as well as we should have a Sunday one as well. But to stay informed, follow us on Twitch and YouTube so you know when we are live, as well as a community Discord server, rollxplay community. It is there in the description, in the YouTube description. You'll be able to find it. Join that, and then you'll know as soon as we are live, because it will just push the notification straight to you. And as well, we have conversations there about the games and whatnot. But thank you very much for watching. We'll see you all next time. Take care, and bye-bye. Bye-bye-bye. Bye now.
Bye. Don't pray to Sienna. Don't do it.